I was part of a choir at my church. One evening, I found myself walking home alone late after rehearsal. I had asked my friends to escort me, but they refused. Anger and fear gripped me as I walked. As I rounded the bend, two figures emerged from the darkness. One was very tall, the other was remarkably short. Their faces were obscured by the shadows. I greeted them, but they remained silent. My heart racing, I quickened my pace. Local legend whispered about this road being haunted. Suddenly, a woman stepped into my path. Her familiar face sent shivers down my spine. It was my mom's dear friend, who has passed away just days before. Her funeral was scheduled for the next day. Terrified, I sprinted to my front door, screaming for my sister to let me in. As the woman drew closer, my cries grew louder. My sister flung open the door and I ran inside, locking it behind me. Dramatized, I remained speechless till dawn. I skipped the funeral and never again walked home late from choir practice or any other activities. It was a dark, foggy night, and my sisters and I were returning home from a church program, accompanied by three of their friends. I, the youngest, had insisted on joining them, despite their initial reluctance. As we walked, one of my sister's friends began sharing scary ghost stories and mentioned the nearby cemetery. My sister, already on edge, urged her to stop, but the damage was done. The airy atmosphere has already settled in. We pressed on. Suddenly, a giant figure emerged from the darkness, crossing the streets ahead. Panic set in. We darted into the nearest bush, hearts racing, as the figure began to move towards us. Fear took hold, and we fled from our hiding spot, sprinting towards home. My sister's friend was frantic, screaming as the mysterious entity chased us. We reached our doorstep, hesitating to knock, fearing the creature was closing in. That's when I spotted a narrow pipe leading into our kitchen. Without hesitation, I squeezed through the opening and slipped inside. I quickly ushered my sisters and their friends to follow, counting to three before flinging open the door. In an instant, they ran into the house, escaping the clutches of the unknown pursuer. We slammed the door shut, safe but shaken, our mother concerned by our frantic entrance, asking what had happened, but words failed us. We were all terrified. The three friends spent the night at our house. My uncle was notorious for his womanizing ways, and his arrogancy often got the better of him. One fateful night, he and four of his friends were returning from a party when they spotted a stunning, beautiful woman standing alone on the roadside. The group exchanged skeptical glances, suspecting something was off, and agreed to leave her be. But my uncle, convinced of his irresistible charm, refused to back down. He boasted that his friends were simply jealous of his superior looks. Defying his friend's warning, my uncle approached the mysterious woman. Despite his smooth talk, she remained silent. His ego bruised. He grew aggressive and insulting. Just as he turned to leave, she called out asking him if she can follow him. My uncle agreed as they reached his compound. His friends were shocked to see the woman, but before they parted ways, my uncle was the last to enter his house. He knocked on the door, and when his mother opened it, she found him foaming at the mouth, lying on the floor. The family rushed to his side, but he whispered a chilling tale before dying. The beautiful woman has transformed into a scary old lady, struck him in the chest, and vanished into thin air. In the morning, all his friends were called to say what happened, and they told the family the whole story. But no one really knew what happened to my uncle.